As I mentioned in the beginning, we're going to talk just the small details about the history of researching our memory. The first known researchers of our memory, I have to mention them of course, were the Greek philosophers. They were researching the physical as opposed to spiritual aspect of the memory. They have developed the scientific approach of thinking and terminology that helped them to develop these concepts. Next on the list are the Romans, and after them was the influence of the Christian Church, and then we have the translational period of 18th and 19th century. With the development of the science, all those Greek theses were discarded, and the work on the memory was expanded, including the biological sciences. Of course, there are a lot of modern theories, but I'm going to single out the Mr. Wilder Penfield direct stimulation of the brain. He was really the pioneer of doing this kind of research. So, how did he manage it? Well, because he was a doctor, he was operating on the patient's skull. So, he was stimulating the brain of the patient with low electric current on the different places of the brain. So the patient, which were the conscious all the time, give him the report of what is going on after every stimulation. Soon he realized that stimulating the vast areas of the brain, we were getting various answers about our memory on the events from the past. Next research from David Bohm and his cooperatives are suggesting us that brain functions on the way that hundreds and millions of the brain cells can actually function as the miniature brain, collecting on some fantastic complex way the every data and creating us a perfect memory. As an extra of these new researches, we have an achievement and discovery of the Roger Sperry, which had the Nobel Prize for his astonishing achievement in this area. So the Roger Sperry have discovered that everyone has the brain, which is divided on two more physiological parts that are getting their jobs done on the various mental functions. The next skills that I'm going to tell you, we can attribute them to the whole cortex, which is divided on the left and the right hemisphere in this manner. The left side of the cortex is dealing with the next skills: logic, words, list, series, numbers, linearity and analysis, and the right side of the cortex is developing these mental functions: rhythm, imaginations, dreaming, colors and feeling of colors, three-dimensionality and the space awareness. So these two assemblies are combining in one, and they synergize in order for you to have a perfect memory. If you are using a vast proportion of your capabilities, you're going to increase your memory and you're going to gather the information with more ease.